congratulations on this beautiful, beautiful film. I absolutely loved it.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
I thought it was so special, how the film puts an emphasis on, like Leia says, meeting each other in life's very real, messy moments. Lana, in your opinion, what does Leia learn about herself and her kind of needs in a partner through wanting more and more of the real and the messy and less of the magic, or I should say, discovering the magic in the messy?
That's so well said. Gosh, I think we meet her very like regimented and very like very focused, very type A. I think she, is her sole focus is on her career and helping raise her little brother. Excuse me, pardon me. And I think she's really in this kind of tunnel vision zone for what she thinks her life is going to be. And I don't think that there's a lot of room for her, or she doesn't let herself necessarily enjoy the best parts of life, which, in my opinion, is love. It's traveling, it's adventure, it's, finding your person. I think that's incredible and being able to do fun things together. And I think that her whole perspective of love is really deeply changed when she meets him because I think it's like in many ways their long distance is quite messy and it is quite painful, and these are all emotions that she has not wanted to feel for so long. And ultimately I think her taking that power and back and kind of telling him, listen, like, I've decided that what I thought for my life, what I wanted, I don't want that anymore. I do want the chaos. I do want, a maddening love. I need that. I want that so badly. I don't feel that you can give that to me, which is crazy because he's kind of the one that like
Right.
even opened her heart to that. I think that's really powerful, and so many I have dealt with that in many times in my life, and so many of my friends have dealt with that in their lives of like their definition of love or what they saw for themselves has completely changed, and I think that's a very human experience and one that we can all probably relate to.
Hmm.
Oh, that was so well said. And my little Virgo heart completely relates. And my husband is very spur of the moment and spontaneous. So like I felt very seen in this
Yes.
relationship, in this journey. And I think also what's so refreshing about the film too is that um it shows growth in relationships and how sometimes people exist in different life cycles and different stages. And what does that look like in
Yeah.
relationship and in love? And which is so rare, especially in the rom-com genre. It
Mm,
was beautiful to see.
thank you. Thank
Um,
you.
and on top of that, we see sort of the power of self-discovery and the importance of that and growth. And Ross, can you talk about kind of exploring that with your character Kai specifically when it comes to his career and really having to like look within himself very deeply to figure out what's important to him at the end of the day?
Right. Yeah. I mean, what I find so interesting about these two characters is that they are very similar and that they are very stressed out. They're kind of doing things that they don't, they're caught in this loop of that they're unhappy with. But when they find each other and they both take that one spontaneous day, that's when they get a glimpse to the other side of like what it means to be happier and
Mm,
to fall in line with something that feels more natural. Because when you do these spontaneous things, it's not something you're forcing. It's something that you feel and you give into it. So whereas both of our lives we were kind of forced into it. She was forced into having to, not forced into, but
yeah.
obligation to
Yeah.
take care of her brother. I was obligated or forced into running this company. So yeah, it's like what them meeting did was allowed both of them to deal with their not being comfortable, or to deal with saying the things that they've always wanted to say, or to do
Mm,
the things that they've always wanted to do. So it wasn't so much it wasn't so much self discovery. It was more of self expression.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
of
allowing yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
and unfortunately for Kai, like the father wasn't very supportive of everything, but at least he came out and said it, and that's what. And Kai came out and expressed himself and said what he what made him happy, and he followed that. So, yeah, and I relate to that in my life.
And this is what I love, love, love about storytelling is kind of creating these conversations. And now you have me. I can't wait to rewatch the movie because now I'm just thinking of so much more. And what was something that you discovered, maybe an unexpected discovery about your characters as you were being scene partners and playing off of each other? Was there something from the page to the set that kind of changed as the two of you got to play together?
That's a wonderful question.
I to me, I wouldn't say anything necessarily surprised me, but like the evolution of our relationship from the beginning, just in our real lives till the end, was when we first started this off. Lana and I have known each other for a while, and we have a very like brother sisterly relationship. And the first day we had to kiss, we had to like get one of them comically. But then by the end, we shot all the Malaysia stuff at the end. And that was where like a lot of the like kind of the fun and the heartbreak happened. So the evolution of like our real life relationship and our character relationship was like we started very fun and bubbly and laughing and then by the end it was like this kind of heart-wrenching and so and I found myself like a lot more affected by the heart-wrenching stuff than I thought I would. Because before we started the movie, I saw our relationship very differently. And then once we moved on to our characters, I was like, damn, I'm heartbroken about my fake self breaking up with Lana's fake self, which I guess is just acting in general.
No, I totally hear what you're saying though. Like our relationship, just as human beings, definitely our friendship has like changed quite a lot, I think, because of it.
Yeah.
In a positive way.
Yeah. Okay, before I let you go, this has been so lovely. Thank you so much for your time. But in honor, because y'all have an epic meet cute in this film, besides your own favorite on-screen meet cute.
Oh.
Oh,
I got it.
you say yours first.
This might be a weird one, but like if Forrest Gump on the school bus, like it's kind of like a different one.
But that is
Yeah,
very
it's just
cute.
like just like no one's letting him sit down next to them on the bus, and then Jenny's like, yeah, just sit here, two peas in a pod. Yeah, and then that always spoke so much to me as like these two just growing up together. Yeah. Anyway,
That's
No, I love that one.
that's an interesting. Yeah.
I think I loved oh in 27 dresses. Wait, is it 27 dresses where um that's the one where she's like running to go to multiple weddings at the same night, right?
Cycle, yeah.
Yes, and then she runs into the journalist who's covering the weddings. I thought that was quite sweet because they are like, it was funny too, because they run into each other outside of a taxi cab and then they take the taxi cab and it's like so chaotic and crazy, and both of them are like so jaded, and I loved that meet cute.
Yeah, that's great. And another like taxi ride share kind of.
That's true. It's so
My
true.
gosh. Well, that's my time. Thank you again. This was wonderful, and just congratulations on the movie.
Thank you so
Thank you so
much.
much.